You have entered the Chronic's Rabbit Hole, and Michael C., The Chosen. Thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing something new down the rabbit hole, though, so thank you so much for that. The band's name is Dark Fortress, and the song today is Chrysalis.
Thank you so much, Michael C. from The Chosen, for bringing Dark Fortress down the rabbit hole for the very first time.
Michael, thank you so much for a write-up, because this is the first time we are seeing Dark Fortress, so it's always good to have a little bit of context to see why this is so important for us to react to. Dark Fortress is a band that is rather obscure in that most metalheads I talk to haven't heard of them. We haven't heard of them. Mm-hmm. They are Dark Fortress, a black metal band from Germany. Their style of black metal is the modern type with actually good production. Black metal purist snobs will say it's not real black metal if it doesn't have awful production. That sounds like it was recorded in a garage. A throwback to when that was the only black metal as a genre that was underground for a long time. I love what you're saying there, Michael. Anyway, Dark Fortress released 8 full albums over 20 years, 2 decades, y'all. Wow. And just recently disbanded this year. Well, thanks for showing us them now. They only made it to the USA once for one show at a festival in San Diego, and I missed it. Sorry to hear.
I'm so sorry.
So I've never had a chance to see them live, even though they're one of my favorite bands. That is amazing to hear, is one of your favorite bands, as you like a lot of our favorite bands. The song I'm requesting is called Chrysalis, the official music video, and it is a bit creepy, just to warn you. But hey, it's Halloween! The song is generally about decay, corrosion, deterioration, and corruption. Life as a slow, painful transformation to become something less ideal as we slowly make our way towards oblivion. Black metal isn't known for being cheery. Thank you so much, and sorry this took so long to get to you. We love you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Michael Clements. This was an amazing write-up, and I can't wait to get into the song. I love that Dark Fortress has named the song Chrysalis, and the fact that it's such a dark song leading to like the destruction of ideals and the transformation into oblivion.
Yeah.
And the reason why I love that is because a chrysalis is actually something that caterpillars create, and they sleep in it to turn into a butterfly.
Oh, it's a cocoon.
So it's a cocoon,
oh.
But specifically a chrysalis, because cocoons are for moths.
Okay,
and so a chrysalis is what turns them into a butterfly. And the interesting thing that I love that Michael, that you brought up about ideals is how it's going into oblivion. And the thing with a butterfly is they have to be strong enough to break out of their chrysalis.
Ooh.
Because if they're not strong enough to break out of their chrysalis, they will become suffocated and buried alive within their own sarcophagus.
That is dark.
So I love that Dark Fortress has named it Chrysalis.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because if they're talking about ideals moving into oblivion, they're specifically talking about weak ideals that cannot surpass the test of time, that then force us into oblivion. So that's something that I took just instantly out of the name of this song, because if it's going to go into the darkness of it and not the transformation into a positive because it's dark metal, then they're talking about the weakness of the ideal. So that's just something that I took from this. I'm also a little bit morbid, so let's get into the song. And if you're happy to be here, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, you're awesome, buddy. It makes me think of the line, we have ideas so that our bad ideas can die and not us.
Absolutely.
So let's go, and thank you for that not history lesson, but just that lesson of what chrysalis means. All right, here we go, y'all. Ooh, Century Media. Oh, nice. So atmospheric. Signature there. Marking the curse. God, geez, I think the fingernails are such a good portrayal of like just holding on to your ideals, which are bad for you for too long, and you're just seeing the corruption and not addressing anything, and it's so gross. But it's also like it could also be in the Chrysalis mode where it's actually in the cocoon stage and might be trying to get somewhere, and that's why it's such a jaggedy thing right now and it can't get out.
Well, what's crazy is like with the lyrics, just to add to what you're saying there, the lyrics are where it's corrupting me, it's under my skin. So he is his own chrysalis because it's what is in him is poisoned and it's already under his skin, but you can't escape your own skin.
It's so, and it is so eerie, which he gave a little warning for, but it's not eerie enough where it's taking away from it, and it's actually, this music's incredible in the mood it feels. Being able to understand what he's saying a little bit is like really impressive with his style of singing here too.
It is. I love how clear, even though it is black metal, he still has clean vocals. Clear vocals? Understandable vocals.
Understandable. But you're also right, because I totally forgot this is black metal too.
Yeah, it is.
So like I can understand why people don't think this is traditional, but it really is, especially with the mood it's creating.
Absolutely.
Eyelids. I love this drummer too.
Creepy.
Yeah. The charcoal. Oh my god. Just have to say how incredible that guitar solo was. Oh my god.
Insane.
I wasn't expecting it to be that technically sound and melodic with the tone it was feeling, so I was really pleasantly surprised how incredible that sounded too. Because this band really is incredible. I can see why, Michael, you're saying this is one of your favorite bands ever, and I'm sorry that you never got to see them before.
Yeah. This would have been amazing to see.
Oh my god, yes. Ooh, you get to see the inside. Buried alive.
Buried alive. The Chrysalis incubating and buried alive.
Well, yeah, don't get too dark that you can't get out.
Yeah. You can bury yourself alive within your own ideals and deception and poison within your own skin.
Yeah, if you look too long in the void, you'll fall in.
Yeah.
Don't go too far down that rabbit hole, y'all. We always say to enter the comics rabbit hole, but we have a safe environment over here where we'll give you a real reflection. But ideologies don't give you a real reflection, y'all.
They just give you rhetoric.
They just give you rhetoric, and it's going to lead to some creepy things if it's left unchanged. But then on an individual level, you then become this thing, which is the Chrysalis, that you sometimes cannot get out of, and some people won't even if you do get out of it with your new way you look, they're not even going to take you back into society anyways.
Absolutely. And that was actually, I think they portrayed that very well with the music video, because they showed him in the Chrysalis. They showed him trying to get out of the Chrysalis.
Yeah.
But they also kind of showed two variations. One where he was in the Chrysalis and buried alive within the Chrysalis.
Yeah.
And one where he got out of the Chrysalis but couldn't get up. He couldn't do anything. He was like still struggling and just on the floor. And the thing with the butterfly as well, I'm gonna keep relating this to butterflies. But with a butterfly, when a butterfly, if they break out of the Chrysalis, they can still die if they're not strong enough to then be able to fly, to move on, to grow from what they were, because they go from being literally one creature to a different creature.
Just like that.
Just like that, with that metamorphosis.
Yeah.
So if he went from whatever being human into whatever he turned into,
whatever that was,
metamorphosis. If you look, he had that big gash across his stomach, so he was weak. He had injured himself, which can happen to butterflies where they injure themselves.
When they come out, they cut their wing or something.
They can break a wing. They can break a leg. Even like chickens coming out of eggs.
That's true.
They can rip. They can injure themselves. They can suffocate inside of it.
Okay.
So like there's a lot of different things that happen for these animals that are trying to break out. Yes. And it's the same thing in this video when you're trying to break out of ideals or break out of different realities, or even trying to grow as an individual from who you were as a teenager to who you are as an adult. It can be so turbulent. I'm going to use that word again.
Well, of course, because
And
like when the phoenix gets burnt and then turns into ashes, it's probably hard to assemble itself back up, but then it becomes new. But maybe sometimes people are left as ash, and it's unfortunate, right? And that's when you
Absolutely.
become buried alive or turn to dust, which is just that falling back into the state of nothingness. And that's kind of what you become when you are a mouthpiece for ideological possession, and that's kind of what it looked like it was happening. And
it was
like,
just the mouthpiece, and so of course it went into oblivion because there was no backing behind anything. It was just the rhetoric. It was just the mouthpiece. There was no.
we know what happened in the 1900s, y'all,
Yeah.
because of what actually happened with ideological warfare. So it's
Literally the end of the 1800s, all throughout the 1900s, what ideology and what rhetoric had caused
to its extreme, and everyone got stuck in their chrysalis, unfortunately, and no one was looking at what was really going on.
All they needed was one person to stand on a light post and say, "This is lies.
Well,
open your eyes."
Luckily, there were people like that in history, and we hope that you all will be that if times get too turbulent in your time, to be your own source of truth that breaks you out of your chrysalis. And this was a great surprise for me because it was so much more melodic, groovy, but it was still very dark metal. So that solo was just such a treat. So thank you so much, Michael C, for giving us this amazing band, Dark Fortress. And if you all had a good time with us, Chronicans, you know what to do, because we are now shooting out of the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Michael, for bringing Dark Fortress down the rabbit hole. This was phenomenal. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.
Thank you all so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you had a good time and you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss the next one, here is a very easy way that you can make it to our next one by hitting the subscribe button. If you liked what you heard on this video and you want to support this artist, then an easy way to do that is going right here. And I think we have a really good video for you right here that we think you will enjoy. Thank you all so much. See you next time.